During Hollywood's golden age, the film industry was a place of extraordinary talent and dazzling fame. But behind the scenes, some stars stood out for their kindness and humility. These actors, while delivering memorable performances, also showed genuine care and respect for everyone around them. Their actions went beyond the cameras, as they often made time for fans, supported charitable causes, and treated their colleagues with fairness and warmth. Despite the fierce competition and high-pressure environment, they remained humble and approachable, earning admiration not just for their craft but for their character. Their acts of kindness left lasting impressions on those they worked with and the communities they helped. Many continued these efforts long after the cameras stopped rolling, embodying the true spirit of generosity. These stars prove that true fame isn't just about appearances but about the positive impact they could have on others. Their stories remind us that even in a world dominated by glamour, kindness can shine just as brightly. Join us as we explore the compassionate and humble side of Hollywood's most beloved actors from that golden era, those who earned respect not only through their talent but through their heart. Jack Lemmon was a rare talent who could do both comedy and drama with ease. He was known for his ability to switch from funny slapstick humor to deep, heartfelt acting effortlessly. This made him popular with audiences and critics alike. He became a well-known actor because of movies like Some Like It Hot, The Apartment, and The Odd Couple. These films showed off his excellent timing and his skill in making his characters feel real. Even with all his success, Lemmon stayed humble and friendly. He was approachable and kind to everyone, never letting fame change his nature. He cared a lot about helping young actors grow. He often gave advice and encouragement to those trying to make it in Hollywood. One of his most famous partnerships was with Walter Matthau. They worked together on many movies, and their films like Grumpy Old Men remain loved by audiences today. Besides his acting, Lemmon was known for his generosity and professionalism. He was respectful and kind to everyone on set. His performances were not just entertaining, they showed real emotion and sincerity. This made him one of the most respected and loved actors in Hollywood's golden age. People remember him as a truly nice actor who brought both joy and depth to his work. Though she was a shining star in Hollywood, Carole Lombard was much more than just a talented actress. She was known as the queen of screwball comedy, and her sharp wit, bright charm, and generous spirit made her stand out among the many stars of her era. Her ability to light up a room went beyond her talent. Her energy was infectious, and her down-to-earth personality made her loved by fans and colleagues alike. Films like My Man Godfrey and To Be or Not to Be showcased her remarkable talent, helping her become one of the highest-paid actresses of her time. Despite her fame, Lombard stayed true to herself and never allowed Hollywood to change her. She was known for her practical jokes on set, which kept people laughing, but beneath her playful exterior was a deeply caring person. She used her influence to do good, especially during the war. Lombard was a proud patriot who threw herself into supporting the war effort. She raised nearly $2 million in one event alone to fund military work. Sadly, her life ended in tragedy when she died in a plane crash while returning from a war bond rally in 1942. Her death shocked Hollywood and left a huge void, especially for her husband, Clark Gable. Their love story was one of the most famous in film history. Lombard's legacy lives on because of her comedy, her kindness, and her dedication to helping others. Certainly, Gregory Peck was a true symbol of dignity, strength, and compassion in both his career and personal life. He gained fame by playing characters with high moral values, especially Atticus Finch in To Kill a Mockingbird. That role made him one of the most respected actors of his time because he brought a genuine sense of nobility and depth that touched audiences and critics alike. His ability to portray characters who stood up for justice and integrity helped define his reputation. Peck's concern for fairness did not stop at his film work. He was an active supporter of civil rights and used his influence to promote progressive causes. He even stood alongside Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. during key moments of the civil rights movement, showing his commitment to justice. At first, he wanted to be a doctor, but acting became his true passion, leading him to star in famous movies like Spellbound, Roman Holiday, and The Guns of Navarone. During the 1960s, as movie styles changed, and he took on darker, more complex roles, his reputation as a genuine gentleman stayed strong. People knew him for his generosity, often helping humanitarian efforts and arts education programs. Despite a busy professional life, he remained devoted to his family and friendly to everyone he met. Later in life, his influence continued, and he was even considered for the role of Grandpa Joe in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory before he passed away in 2003. Peck's legacy as the nicest actor of Hollywood's golden age remains clear through his actions and the respect he earned. Certainly, Doris Day's soundtrack is like a gentle breeze that carries her warmth and charm to the listener. Her songs, such as Que Sera Sera, are timeless pieces that continue to evoke happy memories and a sense of comfort. Her voice, clear and cheerful, became synonymous with an era of innocence and joy in Hollywood's golden age. During her peak years in the 1950s and 1960s, her musical recordings complemented her screen appearances perfectly, and her performances added to her reputation as not just an actress, but also a talented singer. Her songs often reflected her bright personality and positive outlook, making her music accessible and beloved by many. Beyond her singing, her acting roles in films like Pillow Talk, Calamity Jane, and That Touch of Mink showcased her ability to blend humor, charm, and warmth into each performance. Her contributions to film and music earned her admiration from audiences worldwide, securing her place as one of the nicest actors of Hollywood's golden age. Yet, her influence extended far beyond her performances. Her dedication to animal welfare and her kindness off-screen left a lasting mark. She founded the Doris Day Animal Foundation, showing her sincere love for animals by working tirelessly to protect them from harm and neglect. Even after she left Hollywood, her charitable work continued, inspiring many with her compassion and advocacy. Her legacy is a perfect blend of her talents and her unwavering kindness, making her a truly beloved figure in American cultural history. Her voice and her actions continue to touch the hearts of those who learn about her life, showing that true beauty lies in both talent and kindness. From the earliest days of Hollywood's golden era, Irene Dunne emerged as a true symbol of versatility and grace, earning her the nickname First Lady of Hollywood. She had a natural talent for shifting seamlessly between genres, whether it was comedy, drama, or musical roles. This ability set her apart from many of her peers, who often became typecast or confined to one kind of part. Dunne's performances in films like The Awful Truth, a clever romantic comedy, Love Affair, a heartfelt love story, and I Remember Mama, a tender family drama, showcased her range and depth as an actress. Her natural elegance, intelligence, and warmth drew audiences and critics alike, making her one of the most respected actresses of her era, even though she never took home an Oscar despite multiple nominations. Beyond her acting, Dunne was deeply committed to her faith and believed in using her influence for good. She dedicated much of her time to humanitarian efforts, working with organizations like the American Red Cross and the United Nations. Her dedication to helping others led her to become a delegate under President Dwight D. Eisenhower, who even thought about appointing her to a political role because of her integrity and leadership qualities. Dunne's commitment to social causes persisted even after she retired from acting, as she continued to advocate for humanitarian work and social justice. Her era-defining beauty, combined with her kindness, intelligence, and philanthropy, made her a remarkable figure both on and off the screen. Her legacy goes beyond her filmography, inspiring generations with her compassionate spirit and unwavering principles. While acting in Hollywood during the 1930s and early 1940s, Shirley Temple captured the hearts of audiences worldwide with her bright smile, lively energy, and natural talent that seemed to light up every screen she appeared on. She quickly became the most beloved child star of her time, standing out not just because of her adorable appearance, but also due to her ability to act with genuine emotion that resonated with viewers in tough times. During the Great Depression, her films became more than just entertainment. They offered a glimmer of hope and happiness to millions facing economic hardship. Movies like Bright Eyes, Curly Top, and The Little Princess turned her into a household name and a symbol of optimism, helping to lift the spirits of a nation struggling to survive. Despite the intense pressure that fame brought, Shirley remained dedicated, working hard on her roles, and maintaining a kind and professional attitude that endeared her to fans and colleagues alike. As she grew older, she chose to step away from Hollywood instead of trying to stay in the limelight, demonstrating a grace that few child stars possess. Her talents and integrity did not fade away with her departure from acting, but shifted toward a new and impactful career in public service. Shirley Temple served as the United States Ambassador to Ghana and Czechoslovakia, where she dedicated herself to promoting humanitarian efforts and social change. Her diplomatic work showed a commitment to helping others and making a difference beyond the movie screen. She proved that her influence extended far beyond her childhood fame, revealing her as a woman of intelligence, strength, and resilience who used her platform for the greater good. Ricardo Montalban was more than just a distinguished actor. He was a trailblazer for Latino representation in Hollywood. At a time when Latin actors were often confined to stereotypical roles, he fought tirelessly for meaningful portrayals and better opportunities. He founded the Nosotros Foundation, an organization dedicated to supporting Latino performers and advocating for roles that reflected dignity and respect. His career spanned several decades, during which he delivered memorable performances in television and film. He became well known for his role on Fantasy Island, where he played the charming Mr. Rourke, and also for his powerful performance in Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan, where he portrayed the infamous villain Khan Noonien Singh. His impact, however, extended beyond acting. After suffering a spinal injury that left him partially paralyzed, Montalban refused to let his condition hold him back. Instead, he became an advocate for disability rights, speaking out for accessibility and inclusion for disabled individuals in the entertainment industry. His resilience, grace, and eloquence made him a beloved figure to many, and a source of inspiration for those facing their own struggles. His contributions paved the way for future generations of Latino actors, and motivated countless people to persevere through challenges, demonstrating that talent and determination can break barriers and inspire change. Since the video titled "The Nicest Actors in Golden Age of Hollywood" highlights Danny Kaye, it showcases his unique talents as a master of comedy. His physical humor, quick wit, and infectious joy made him a beloved performer on the big screen. His performances in classics like White Christmas and The Court Jester provided audiences with memorable moments filled with laughter and charm, establishing him as one of Hollywood's greatest entertainers. But his impact went well beyond his film talents. Kaye's true legacy lies in his humanitarian efforts, especially his role as the first celebrity ambassador for UNICEF. He traveled extensively, visiting more than 65 countries to raise awareness about children's issues and to gather support and funds for those in need. His dedication to helping children worldwide earned him many humanitarian awards, and his work inspired others to use their fame for good. His humor and warmth made him a cherished figure, both in Hollywood and in people's hearts across the world. Through his comedy and his kindness, Kaye proved that his influence reached far beyond entertainment, touching lives and making a real difference. Ginger Rogers dazzled audiences with her effortless grace, stunning beauty, and undeniable talent. While she is best remembered for her iconic dance routines alongside Fred Astaire in films like Top Hat and Swing Time, Rogers was also an accomplished actress, winning an Academy Award for her dramatic performance in Kitty Foyle. Despite the immense physical demands of her dance routines, which required precision and discipline, Rogers never let the pressure of Hollywood change her gracious and humble nature. She was deeply devoted to her fans, often taking time to personally respond to fan letters, a rare practice among stars of her era. Off-screen, she was known for her generosity and kindness, supporting young dancers and actresses who looked up to her as a role model. Even as she aged, she remained active in the arts, advocating for performers' rights and preserving the legacy of classic Hollywood. Her enduring charm and grace made her one of the most cherished stars of her time. After gaining fame as an actress, Audrey Hepburn's unique beauty and talent left an unforgettable mark on Hollywood and the world. Her screen presence in Roman Holiday, where she first starred in a major Hollywood role, was extraordinary and earned her an Academy Award. This victory launched her into international stardom. She became a fashion icon with her role in Breakfast at Tiffany's, inspiring countless fans with her timeless style and elegance. But her legacy extended beyond her beauty and acting talent. Having experienced the hardships of growing up in Nazi-occupied Europe, Hepburn developed a deep sense of empathy and compassion that stayed with her for life. She felt a strong desire to help others and used her fame to make a difference. In her later years, she dedicated herself to humanitarian work with UNICEF, focusing on helping underprivileged children worldwide. She traveled to famine-ridden regions and spoke at global gatherings, tirelessly advocating for those in need. For Hepburn, true beauty was about kindness, generosity, and the courage to serve others. Her work with UNICEF showed that her spirit shined just as brightly as her on-screen presence, making her a true legend of Hollywood's golden age and an inspiring example of compassion and humanity. While many remember Jack Benny as one of the most beloved comedians of Hollywood's golden age, his talent went far beyond just making people laugh. He was famous for his perfect timing and for creating an iconic persona as a lovable miser a character who carefully counted every penny and caressed his reputation as a penny pincher. His radio shows, and later his television programs, reached millions of households, turning him into a household name and a trusted figure in American entertainment. But behind the scenes, Benny was quite the opposite as a person. Despite playing a tight-fisted character on screen, he was actually warm, kind, and generous to his friends and colleagues. He believed strongly in supporting new talent, mentoring stars like Frank Sinatra and George Burns, helping them grow their careers and encouraging their talents. During World War II, Benny demonstrated his patriotism by performing for U.S. troops, boosting their spirits, and providing entertainment amid difficult times. His generosity extended beyond the stage, as he regularly donated to hospitals, children's organizations, and other humanitarian causes. Those who worked with him often spoke about his unwavering kindness, willingness to share the spotlight, and genuine care for others. Even though comedy styles changed over the years, Benny's influence remained strong, and his self-deprecating humor became a symbol of classic Hollywood entertainment. His legacy endures not only because of his comedic skills, but also because of the warmth and kindness he shared with everyone around him. Despite not being just a dancer, Gene Kelly's work in Hollywood transformed how dance was viewed and filmed. Instead of sticking to the older, more formal style, he brought a new energy that was athletic and lively, making his routines look easy and exciting. His movies such as Singin' in the Rain, An American in Paris, and On the Town show performances that are still considered some of the most memorable in movie history. Kelly was not only talented but also kind and cooperative. He always made sure his fellow performers, whether they were experienced or just starting out, felt comfortable and appreciated. He believed that teamwork was important and often praised his dance partners and choreographers for their hard work, even though he demanded a high level of perfection from himself. Off the stage, he was known for being warm and dedicated to helping young dancers and actors grow. Kelly saw dance as a powerful way to tell stories and share feelings without speaking. He worked hard to stretch the limits of what could be done with dance on film, constantly inventing new ways to entertain and inspire. His influence as a performer, director, and innovator continues to be felt by dancers and filmmakers all over the world. From the beginning, Paul Newman was known as more than just a talented actor. He was a man with a big heart and a desire to help others. His movies, such as Cool Hand Luke, The Sting, Butch Cassidy, and The Sundance Kid, and The Verdict, showed his skill to play a wide range of characters and made him one of Hollywood's most beloved stars. His striking blue eyes and natural charisma caught the attention of audiences worldwide, but it was his kindness and humility that truly made him stand out. Unlike many stars who chase fame, Newman preferred to keep his private life quiet, focusing instead on making a difference off-screen. In 1982, he started Newman's Own, a food company where every cent of profit goes straight to charity. Over the years, this company has raised hundreds of millions of dollars to support children's hospitals, education programs, and efforts to reduce poverty. Newman also created the Hole in the Wall Gang Camp, a special place where children with serious illnesses can come and enjoy life and have fun despite their health problems. His dedication to helping others, combined with his amazing talent, earned him respect not just as an actor, but as a person who truly cared. Newman's legacy lives on in the movies he made, and in the many lives he touched with his generosity and kindness. Many recognize Danny Thomas as a talented comedian and actor, but his true legacy goes far beyond entertainment. He became a well-loved figure on American television, especially known for his hit sitcom Make Room for Daddy, where his humor and charm made him a household name. For decades, Thomas was a constant presence in the world of Hollywood, sharing smiles and laughter with audiences. Yet, his most important contribution was his work in helping children through his founding of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Thomas believed no child should have to suffer because of money problems. He dedicated much of his life to making sure that children fighting serious illnesses received free care. His motivation came from his faith and personal experiences, inspiring him to use his celebrity to raise awareness and gather funds. St. Jude has grown into a leading research and treatment facility, saving countless young lives and upholding Thomas's dream of providing hope without cost. His efforts prove that success in Hollywood can be used for good, inspiring many others to give back. Through his humanitarian work, Danny Thomas showed that kindness and faith can lead to meaningful change. His influence is felt not only in comedy and TV but also in the lives he touched through his acts of charity. His story remains a shining example for both the entertainment world and the wider community. Following the bright lights of Hollywood and the rise of jazz, Nat King Cole showed the world that music could be both elegant and powerful. He was more than a smooth-voiced singer. He became a symbol of change. With his rich, velvety voice, Cole brought a new kind of sophistication to the music scene that made him stand out from other artists of his time. His piano skills were equally impressive, blending jazz with a smoothness that appealed to many. Many of his songs, such as Unforgettable, Mona Lisa, and The Christmas Song, have become timeless classics that people still love today. Even with his success, Cole faced many difficulties because he was black in a time when segregation was common. He experienced discrimination not only in society but also in the music industry. When he broke new ground by becoming the first African American to host a nationally televised variety show, he faced rejection from sponsors who refused to support a black host. This forced him to cancel the show. Yet he refused to let these setbacks defeat him. Instead, Cole handled these hardships with dignity and strength. He was known for being generous, often helping young musicians who struggled, and supporting civil rights efforts. His resilience, talent, and kindness created a legacy that went beyond music, inspiring future generations of African American artists and advancing the fight for equality inside and outside the entertainment world. Cole's life is a reminder of how perseverance and talent can challenge barriers and leave an enduring impact. Building upon his journey from a working-class background in England, Cary Grant, born Archibald Leach, exemplified the transformative power of talent and determination in Hollywood. His effortless charm and natural comedic timing instantly made him stand out among other actors of the Golden Age. His screen presence was both sophisticated and approachable, which helped him star in some of the era's most iconic films such as North by Northwest, To Catch a Thief, and An Affair to Remember. These movies not only showcased his talent, but also solidified his reputation as a leading man who could handle both comedy and suspense with equal finesse. His image as a suave, debonair gentleman was carefully crafted, yet behind the scenes, he was respected for his professionalism and kindness. Unlike many stars, Grant was very particular about his career choices, ensuring that each role suited his persona, which kept his reputation spotless. His selectiveness also meant he sometimes turned down parts that didn't align with how he wanted his audience to see him, maintaining his image as a refined and elegant presence in Hollywood. Despite his fame, Grant remained humble and approachable. He often mentored young actors and offered support to colleagues, which earned him the admiration and affection of many in the industry. In 1970, he received an honorary Oscar, honoring his lasting contributions to cinema, even though he had never won a competitive award. When his daughter was born, he chose to retire from acting, prioritizing his family life, an unusual choice during his time, especially for a star of his caliber. His legacy is built not only on his films, but also on his genuine kindness, humor, and the grace he carried both on and off the screen, making him one of the most beloved stars of Hollywood's golden era. After all, Bing Crosby was truly one of the most influential entertainers of the 20th century, transforming how music was enjoyed and appreciated across America and beyond. His voice, smooth and soothing, changed the sound of popular music, making it more relaxed and easy to listen to. With hits like White Christmas, Swinging on a Star, and Pennies from Heaven, Crosby became a household name, dominating radio shows, movies, and television programs for many years. In the film world, he starred in classics like Going My Way, which won him an Academy Award, and The Bells of St. Mary's, further proving his talent and popularity. Despite such fame, Crosby stayed humble and used his influence to help others because he cared about struggling musicians. He played a key part in helping talented artists like Frank Sinatra and Bob Hope start their careers, showing his generosity and desire to guide new performers. Outside of entertainment, Crosby supported many charitable activities, including helping veterans and children's hospitals. People remember him not only for his record-breaking success, but also for his kindness, mentorship, and desire to give back to the community. His smooth voice may have defined an entire era, but his humility and caring nature have left a lasting legacy that continues to inspire many today. From the start of his career, Sammy Davis Jr. was recognized as a powerhouse performer, excelling in singing, dancing, acting, and comedy. His talent shined brightly, and he quickly became one of the most recognizable figures in show business. As a key member of the legendary Rat Pack alongside Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin, he brought energy and charisma to every performance, captivating audiences everywhere. But Davis's journey to fame was not easy. In a time when society was deeply segregated, he faced many challenges because of his race. He was often barred from staying in certain hotels, even though he performed in their showrooms. He also received threats because of his relationships that crossed racial lines. Despite facing these hardships, Davis refused to let adversity defeat him. Instead, he used his influence to support civil rights. He worked closely with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and was a strong advocate for racial equality. His groundbreaking achievements included being the first African American to sleep in the White House as an honored guest, setting a milestone for future black entertainers. Offstage, Davis was known for his generosity and kindness, always ready to mentor young performers and help those in need. His remarkable talent, resilience in the face of prejudice, and compassion for others made him a truly legendary figure in the history of entertainment. His soundtrack and performances continue to inspire many, reminding us of his extraordinary legacy and the obstacles he overcame. Starting with his reputation, James Stewart was more than just a famous actor in Hollywood's golden age. He became a symbol of honesty, integrity, and kindness. Over a career that lasted more than 50 years, he drew audiences in with his natural acting style and his ability to play simple, sincere characters. His performances in films like Mr. Smith Goes to Washington and It's a Wonderful Life made him a true icon of the everyman hero in American movies. Despite becoming very well known, Stewart stayed humble and friendly, often choosing a quiet, private life away from fans and cameras. During World War II, he didn't use his fame to avoid danger. Instead, he joined the U.S. Army Air Forces and became a skilled pilot. He flew dangerous combat missions and earned many awards, eventually reaching the rank of Brigadier General. Even after his military service, Stewart spoke modestly about his time in the war. His work with director Alfred Hitchcock in movies like Rear Window and Vertigo showed he could handle suspense and thrillers just as well as heartfelt stories, revealing his wide range as an actor. Off-screen, Stewart was loyal and caring, always kind to his co-stars and crew members, and he kept many lifelong friendships. When he died in 1997, President Bill Clinton called him a national treasure, a perfect way to honor a man whose influence went far beyond the big screen. His legacy reminds everyone that talent, humility, and kindness can coexist beautifully. Starting from her early days, Mary Pickford quickly gained a reputation as one of the most talented and charming actresses of her time. Known affectionately as America's sweetheart, her warm smile and expressive eyes made her a favorite among audiences. She became famous for her roles in silent films, especially movies like Pollyanna and Little Annie Rooney, where her ability to convey emotion without words made her stand out. But her greatness was more than just her acting. Pickford was a trailblazer who helped shape Hollywood into what it is today. She didn't just act, she also became a producer and a business executive. Along with other famous actors like Charlie Chaplin, Douglas Fairbanks, and D.W. Griffith, she co-founded United Artists. This company allowed actors and filmmakers to have more control over their work, an idea that was new and bold at the time. Her smart business moves showed that actors could be powerful and independent. She also used her fame to support social causes. During wartime, Pickford helped sell Liberty bonds to fund the war effort and co-founded the Motion Picture Relief Fund to help struggling actors. As an advocate for women in the film industry, she opened doors for future female filmmakers and producers. Even after she stopped acting, she stayed involved in Hollywood, influencing many changes and inspiring generations. Her legacy lives on, not only through her movies, but also as a leader and pioneer who changed Hollywood forever. Julie Andrews was the very definition of grace, talent, and kindness, capturing hearts with her unforgettable performances in Mary Poppins and The Sound of Music. Her angelic singing voice and warm screen presence made her one of Hollywood's most cherished actresses. But her off-screen persona was just as admirable. When she was replaced in the film adaptation of My Fair Lady, after originating the role of Eliza Doolittle on Broadway, Andrews handled the setback with remarkable humility, never speaking ill of the producers. Instead, she focused on her next opportunity, which led to her Oscar-winning performance in Mary Poppins. Known for fostering a positive and uplifting environment on set, Andrews frequently entertained cast and crew with stories and impromptu singing sessions. Beyond Hollywood, she devoted herself to children's literacy, writing best-selling books, and working with charities to promote reading and education. Her work with UNICEF and various humanitarian causes only further solidified her reputation as one of the most compassionate figures in entertainment. Despite facing vocal cord issues later in life, which affected her ability to sing, Andrews remained a respected icon, inspiring generations of performers. Her kindness, resilience, and commitment to making the world a better place remain key aspects of her enduring legacy. Fred Astaire was not just a dancer, he was a revolutionary figure in Hollywood cinema, changing the way dance was included in films. His career lasted over 70 years, and during this time, he made the gold standard for musical performances. Astaire starred in many famous movies, including Swing Time, Top Hat, and Shall We Dance? His dance routines, often performed with legendary partners like Ginger Rogers, were created with careful planning and many rehearsals. He was known for working incredibly hard, often practicing for hours until his feet bled so every move could look smooth and natural. Despite being a star, he stayed very humble and always thanked his dance partners and choreographers for helping him succeed. His soft-spoken and kind personality, along with his deep love for his work, inspired many dancers and performers who came after him. Off the camera, Astaire was very devoted to his family. After his wife died, he took time away from Hollywood to raise his children. Even when he got older, Astaire remained respected in the entertainment world. Sometimes, he appeared in special roles or made guest appearances. His impact on dance, music, and film is still felt today, making him one of Hollywood's most loved and admired stars. Debbie Reynolds embodied resilience, talent, and an enduring love for Hollywood. She skyrocketed to fame with her iconic performance in Singin' in the Rain, becoming one of the most adored stars of the Golden Age. This role showcased her vibrant talent and infectious energy, capturing the hearts of audiences everywhere. Despite her blossoming career, Reynolds faced many personal hardships. She endured a high-profile divorce from Eddie Fisher, a famous singer and actor, which made headlines and added emotional strain to her life. Her family also faced financial ruin when her husband's mismanagement led to serious monetary troubles, forcing her to make difficult decisions. Yet, even during these challenging times, Reynolds never lost her spirit or her love for the craft. She dedicated herself to preserving the history of film, building one of the largest collections of movie memorabilia. Her goal was to create a museum that would serve as a lasting tribute for future generations to learn about Hollywood's golden era. However, her financial struggles meant she had to auction off much of her collection, but her passion for Hollywood's legacy remained strong. Besides her work in film, Reynolds was a tireless advocate for charity. She supported children's welfare and mental health awareness, always finding ways to give back. Her daughter, Carrie Fisher, often described her as a force of nature, someone who faced adversity with determination and humor, inspiring everyone around her. Even as she grew older, Reynolds continued to perform and inspire others with her resilience and love of life, proving that true stars shine both on and off the screen. Certainly, David Niven was the perfect example of a true British gentleman, combining wit, charm, and an effortless style that made him stand out in Hollywood's golden age. His natural charisma and good humor made him a favorite among audiences and colleagues alike. Though he earned an Academy Award for his role in Several Tables, his real talent was his storytelling. Whether on screen or off, Niven had a gift for captivating listeners with humor, honesty, and insight, often sharing amusing and fascinating stories about Hollywood's glamorous yet complex life. His memoirs became bestsellers, giving readers a vivid glimpse behind the scenes of Hollywood's most legendary era, revealing both its sparkle and its struggles with candor and wit. Niven's career was deeply affected by World War II, during which he served as a lieutenant colonel in the British Army. Unlike many actors who contributed symbolically, Niven actively fought on the front lines, undertaking dangerous missions with bravery and determination. His commitment to service showed a different side of his character, one that valued courage and duty as much as entertainment. Despite these serious endeavors, he remained humble and never took himself too seriously, a trait that endeared him to friends and fans alike. Throughout his life, Niven was supportive of fellow actors, often encouraging newcomers and offering advice, embodying a spirit of generosity and camaraderie. His close friendships with stars such as Cary Grant and Errol Flynn were filled with humor, shared adventures, and mutual respect. His ability to blend elegance and warmth made him memorable on and off the screen, creating a legacy of outstanding performances and heartfelt stories that continue to inspire many. Niven's life was marked by a balance of sophistication and kindness, and he remains a beloved figure whose influence reaches beyond his films, touching on his unwavering spirit of generosity and good humor. William Powell was the epitome of sophistication and wit, seamlessly transitioning from silent films to the golden era of talkies. His career spanned many years, and he became well known for his mastery of dialogue, making his voice a perfect fit for the talkie era. Among all his roles, he is best remembered for playing Nick Charles in the series of the Thin Man movies. His portrayal of the charming and clever detective brought him fame. Powell's debonair charm and sharp comedic timing made him a favorite among audiences, and his performances often exuded both intelligence and humor. His collaborations with actress Myrna Loy were legendary, and their on-screen chemistry is still admired, considered one of the most iconic partnerships in Hollywood history. Despite his polished public image, Powell faced personal hardships, including the tragic loss of his fiancée, Jean Harlow, which deeply affected him. Throughout his career, he was known to be a generous and supportive co-star, often helping his fellow actors feel comfortable and confident on set. Unlike many of his peers, Powell chose to retire early from acting, leaving behind a body of work that continues to be admired today. His final film, Mr. Roberts in 1955, marked the end of his acting career, but his legacy endured through his timeless performances and his reputation as a true gentleman of Hollywood. His influence persists as one of the nicest actors in the Golden Age, remembered not only for his talent, but also for his kindness and grace. Despite having a career that spans over 70 years, Dick Van Dyke has remained a symbol of warmth, talent, and kindness in the entertainment world. His performances in well-loved movies like Mary Poppins, where he played the cheerful and energetic Chimney Sweep Bert, and Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, where he brought to life the inventive and whimsical Caractacus Potts, have left a lasting impression on audiences. He also starred in The Dick Van Dyke Show, showcasing his gift for comedy, timing, and physical humor, which became his signature style. Van Dyke's charm appears effortless, yet it is backed by impressive skills that require dedication and practice. What sets him apart is not just his talent, but his humility and friendliness off-screen. Fans and colleagues alike often speak of his positive attitude and the way he lights up every room he enters. He treats everyone with respect, making him one of Hollywood's most genuine and approachable stars. Outside of acting, Van Dyke dedicates time to philanthropy, especially helping the homeless and supporting veterans' causes. Even in his later years, he has continued to perform, show his love for entertaining, and keep spreading joy through television appearances and charity work. His sincere kindness combined with his artistic gifts has made him a beloved figure in Hollywood. Van Dyke's life reminds us that success doesn't have to come at the expense of humility, and that kindness can brighten many lives. After exploring the lives of these remarkable actors from Hollywood's golden age, it is clear that their kindness and humility left a lasting legacy that extends beyond their performances on screen. Their genuine care for fans, colleagues, and communities demonstrated that true fame is rooted in character and compassion. These stars showed that greatness isn't only measured by awards or box office success, but also by how they treated others and used their influence for good. Even in a competitive and demanding environment, they maintained their integrity and warmth, inspiring future generations to value kindness just as much as talent. Their stories serve as a reminder that behind the glamour, it is the human spirit and acts of kindness that truly shine brightest. Their legacy continues to encourage us to be generous, humble, and caring in our own lives.